Today, I'm going to show you the perfect new construction home to break into homeownership. Guys, today, this is the Alex 2 by D.R. Horton. This is truthfully one of my favorite floor plans because when you compare this against renting or even buying a townhouse or anything, you can get this single family home at such a good price that it totally makes sense, especially when you combine that with some of the incentives that the builder is offering. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. It's right around 1,500 square feet. Let's go inside and take a look. As you can see on the outside, this is the model home, so it's gonna be laid out a little bit different, but you do have a 2-car garage. Right there, it's the Alex 2, so it's 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,560 square feet. Coming inside now, again, this is gonna be a little bit of a smaller home, but if you think about it, 1,500 square feet is really good size. And it's a perfect entry home, but it doesn't even have to be an entry home, honestly. Once you see the feel in here and the open layout, you'll see how awesome it is. Now, the reason that I say it's also such a good entry home is because when you compare this against renting and when you combine that with the builder incentives, like right now on this particular home, they're offering right around 5.5% rate buy down on an FHA loan. So you can get into this home with just a little bit of money out of pocket, plus a rate so much lower than you're seeing on resale homes. It brings that payment down significantly. Starting over here, one thing that I really like about D.R. Horton in this series is they give you all the appliances, including the washer and dryer. So you have a really nice laundry room in here, and then you'll see the garage. In this garage, again, it's a great 2-car garage. It's perfect if you need to park a car, but also have a little bit of storage in here. Your hot water heater is going to be in here as well. Got a little storage pack back there. And this is just kind of all your utility area. So then you'll also have your AC and furnace right there. Coming inside, what I really love is that there's actually room when you walk through here. It's not super tight. You have a nice formal dining room here. Now, this is the one thing where people are like, oh, I don't necessarily love the formal dining room, not in, the open area. But at the end of the day, most people aren't sitting in the formal dining room most nights. So it kind of works out okay, again, when you factor in that budget that you're looking at with this home.
Yeah, and honestly, the size home that this is, it's nice that you have a kind of a separate dining space.
It is. Yep. And again, you don't even necessarily have to use this as a dining space. This would make a good little office nook if you needed it.
Multi-purpose.
It's totally multi-purpose. Coming down, you have a little linen closet right there.
Nice.
And then this is, like the hall bath essentially. So you got a decent sized sink, toilet, and then a nice big shower tub right there. Coming around, you'll see the first 2 bedrooms. As you can see, these rooms are really good size too.
They are.
So again, for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, that's one of the big advantages to new construction. They just build everything in a way that makes sense and helps everything feel open and roomy. Mm-hmm. The other bedroom is going to be roughly the same size. Again, great size in here.
Yeah.
Closet in here as well.
This could be a great guest bedroom or a kid's bedroom.
Yeah. And then we come into this kitchen living area. You have a nice big pantry right there. Love the size of this pantry.
Yeah, it's nice.
And again, all the appliances are going to be included in this. A refrigerator, stove, oven, microwave, dishwasher. The cabinetry in here all looks really nice, again, with the countertop option. Now, they do have several different countertop options. I shouldn't say countertop, but all kinds of different options. One of them is going to be the countertops. One's going to be the cabinet color, the flooring. So this is the model. This, in my opinion, is one of my favorite combinations. But they do have, tons of different options as well.
So these are going to be for particular floor plans. You have the Express series and the Preferred series. So the Alex is part of the Express series. With builder like D.R. Horton, they're going to put together these color palettes that you can choose from. Oh, one other thing as well is that D.R. Horton is in the process of switching between tile flooring to LVP. So you're not going to see the tile in here anymore, even though the model that we were in had tile. So if you're buying right now and you're buying a house that's already in process and might have tile, if you're building, it's probably going to have the LVP. Again, in this transition period, it's really, really important to double check that and have your agent check that. Coming back up, you're going to have more of the white color in this one. and then gray flooring, the right. Option number 1 is the white cabinetry, but with a more gray, kind of a cement look, but definitely a little bit darker than that. This is a really good combination that I've seen as well. Number 3 right here is going to be like countertops with a light gray cabinet. So this is also a really, really common one that I see a lot of people like as well. And just so you know, these flooring colors, they look like they're all the same. So you're getting the same carpet, same LVP. It's just the cabinetry color that's changing. So you got white and gray there. And then the last one is definitely a darker color. It's more like, I call this like espresso when you say. And then, but the nice thing is that they kind of balance it with the really light countertops. So if you prefer that contrast and everything, it looks good. Okay, before we go back to the house, I wanted to take a quick minute to also mention, guys, it's really, really important when you're looking at new construction to make sure to work with your agent before you go to the model home. You really should be going to the model with your agent, but at a minimum, have them set up the appointment, call the builder first. It's super important for multiple reasons. A lot of times they know how to or what additional discounts or perks you can get. Which honestly, even if it's $1,000 more, that's $1,000 more in your pocket. You also, when you go to builders, you're not paying the builder. It doesn't cost you anymore. They don't raise the sale price because of it, but the builder will pay the agent, typically out of actually a marketing budget, because they appreciate the agents trying to work with them and bring them business. So it is no money out of your pocket. If anything, an agent's definitely going to help you save money. But in addition to that, it's really important because real estate can be a very, very stressful transaction. Don't get me wrong, there's many, and it's always my goal to have it go as smooth as possible. But a lot of times when it goes smooth for the buyer, it's because I'm working on the back end to help make it be as smooth as possible. Real estate statistically is known to be the second most stressful process in your entire life, second to losing a family member, in death, basically. So it's really important to have somebody in your corner, because even though things are going smooth today and you can go to the model home and pick out your home, that's the easy part. But going through that process can get extremely stressful. And it's really, really important to have somebody in your corner to help you through and guide you through that entire process.
Awesome, guys. So again, that gives you all the different options. And so there's going to be 2 different styles of new construction in a sense. It's all the same, but kind of 2 different styles. You're going to either have move-in ready. This is perfect for people who want the best deal, who also want the rate buy downs. And they're a little more flexible. Maybe you were looking at resales, but now you're looking at new construction. And it's like, again, with a resale, you don't get to pick. So with a new construction move-in ready, you don't get to pick. Because they're already in process, everything's been permitted, stuff's on order, the colors that are slated are the colors that stay. But if you don't mind waiting a little bit longer and you want exactly what you want, you can always customize your lot, your color schemes, again, from their option. And make sure to stick around to the end of the video, because again, we're gonna continue the tradition of 3 things we like and 3 things we dislike about this home. So again, what I love in this kitchen are these countertops and how deep they are. This is really awesome because again, like I said earlier, most people aren't using their formal dining. They're going to sit here. They're going to have breakfast and or they're going to sit on the couch while watching TV. This living space, again, for 1,500 square feet, you have plenty of room in here to get a nice, good sized sectional or couch. Good space across from your TV to put a nice TV stand there. I love it.
Now, what's the price on this floor plan, Will?
So this is actually the cheapest price point single family home that D.R. Horton has. And when you look at this and compare it with some of the other competition, it really, really stands out. This starts in this community at about $360,000. So again, you're getting a single family home, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2-car garage, brand new for about $360,000. Really, really awesome on that. And again, there's going to be some other incentives depending on when you buy. They'll buy the rates down. They'll help with closing costs. So that's really almost in a sense reducing that price even more.
A nice
in
master.
here, yeah, this is a huge primary bedroom. So great windows letting in tons of natural light, as you can see. And even with this king size bed, you have 2 huge nightstands. You have a huge dresser. There is so much room in this space.
Yeah. You do a
Um,
cartwheel in here.
you could. Jen and I, when we were first looking at new construction, remember we took a look at this, and it
Yeah.
was just slightly small for us, but it really was
Probably our second favorite. floor
probably,
plan option.
yeah. We'll take a look at the closet really quick if you haven't already. It's got a massive closet in here.
Yeah, really nice.
And then in the bathroom, you have 2 sinks, great toilet placement, and then an awesome tiled shower surround. It's a really nice big shower, so it's really awesome.
Yeah. And I love how in a starter floor plan like this, you're still getting a huge master with an ensuite bathroom.
Exactly. So just to give you guys an example, so we will show you some of the community stuffs, but the one thing that I do want to let everybody know is D.R. Horton has this floor plan in almost all their communities, at least in this area. So if you like this floor plan, but you're like, hey, I don't necessarily want to be in Land O'Lakes, then, we can find it in the community that me and Jen live in, or in Wesley Chapel. I think they have a couple. There's so many different options. Before we show you the outside, I want to take a minute to talk about the community. This particular community, or this particular home, is in the Deerbrook community. This is the model home. Deerbrook is located in Land O'Lakes. So me and Jen, we bought a D.R. Horton home, and it has really, really held up great for us. I'm really pleased with their quality and the service, and the whole buying process was really good. What I really like about this community, it's tucked away a little bit more. New construction homes are always a little bit tight, but so many of the homes in this community have either a lake view or a conservation view. And not all of them, but it just makes it really nice giving you those options. Now, those lots typically will have premium prices, like it'll have a premium home site surcharge, but it just gives you those options. Now, just like I mentioned earlier, there was that one Alex 2 floor plan at $358. Again, that's reduced because it's move-in ready. The other ones are going to be more expensive. And if you want a particular lot with a lot premium, it's going to be even more. But this community, it's a smaller community, so it doesn't have like tons of bells and whistles, but it still is going to have like a little playground for kids. It's going to have a community pool, a dog park, and just tons and tons of like natural wetland and green space around. So really good community, good balance. And
you're in Land O'Lakes. You're close to Wesley Chapel.
You are.
A lot of stores, restaurants, stuff to do. Really popular area.
Your monthly HOA fees are only $26.67 a month. Now there are CDD fees depending on which floor plan, really which home site size you get. And then it'll have all the information about the schools and all that as well.
Perfect.
You want to go outside and then
Sure.
we'll do the 3 things we like and dislike?
Yeah.
Coming on outside, another really nice thing is that you have this covered patio that's part of the roof truss system. So it's not like an extension or add-on. It's going to hold up really, really well. It's not like a massive patio. Obviously, we've seen bigger. But again, at this price point, the fact that you have a nice little outside area.
What's so nice is that this is part of the roof system. You get shade.
Yep.
And you can get this screened in.
You can, which we did.
Yeah,
and
you can
love
have a
that.
screen door so
Yeah.
that it just kind of like becomes more of an extension of your living area because you can come sit out here and not
Exactly.
have to worry about bugs.
Exactly. Cool. You want to give them 3 things? What do you want to start with first? 3 things we
Now,
like?
as far as like yard and everything, this is like Will said, all the model homes. So the particular house that you come and look at, if you come to look at this floor plan, it's lot dependent how much yard and everything you'd have.
Exactly. Like when you look at the map, there are some lots with a little bit more space, like 12, 13, 14. Those are probably going to have more space. Now, I don't even know if they're available. 20 would definitely have more space. And those are the lot sizes. The orange are what this home would go on.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at, like, we're going to show some other houses here soon. If you're looking at some other ones, you can get huge yards. I was looking at some for clients the other day, and it had a massive yard because there's so much green space around here. So,
all right, you want to go back in and we'll go over some likes and dislikes?
Yep. What do you want to do first?
Let's do dislikes because I think it's hard, honestly. We've been sitting here trying to think of some dislikes. It's a little tough.
I got
do
number 1.
such a great job with these, but we did come up with some.
Yep. Okay, number 1 for me, I kind of mentioned this as we were doing the home tour, but this official or formal dining room is a little awkward. I don't hate it, but again, it's just so hard to come up with dislikes. And the fact that it's kind of away from, your kitchen living area, and then also it almost feels like tucked in here in the hall.
Yeah.
With that said, there's so many things you could do with it. Most people don't eat at the formal dining room anyways. But you could definitely do like a nice little nook and make it more like a breakfast nook. You could do a little office, not office, but like desk space there.
Yeah.
There's options and things you can do with it. And again, you have 1,500 square feet. You know, you only have so much space.
Yep.
Dislike number 2 for me, let's go to the bathroom. And I'll explain it as we're walking. The whole thing with new construction is it's builder grade. It's, you know, just built. And there's not like a lot of upgrades to it. For one that I was thinking is it's such like a builder grade finish of shower and everything in here. And again, the whole concept, like I almost didn't want to say this because the whole concept is like, hey, we're making a very plain Jane for you then to go in and spruce it up. And you decide what's important. If you want to replace these chrome accents with, you know, brushed nickel or, you know, whatever. Gold or whatever, you can do that. But they're not elevating the whole house to where it kind of makes the house be a lot more expensive.
Yeah, it's keeping that price point down.
Yeah, so it's kind of unfair. But for me personally, I would like a little bit like higher end finishes, I guess. You know, a little more customized.
Yeah.
So that's number 2. And number 3, what did we say number 3 was?
The entertainment
Oh,
center.
yeah. Definitely not bad. But this whole area almost is just like one big box. And it's not like super cozy or a dedicated living entertainment space. And then lining this entertainment center up is kind of awkward. Like it's not directly across from the couch and you got the door there. And again, you can only do so much with 1,500 square feet. You know, just in my opinion, it's really not that bad, but it's just a little bit awkward.
It's a little off-centered because you have the door to the master
off-center.
bedroom.
Yeah, that's the right answer. But that leads into our likes. I kind of mentioned it earlier. For me, being in this market and real estate in this Land O'Lakes area, Wesley Chapel, the fact that you can get this, and again, this is the one-off because it's move-in ready, but for $358, plus they're giving you $20,000 in closing costs, plus they're buying FHA and VA loans down to 5.5%. It's crazy where this payment's going to land you. It's landing you really in like townhouse range. You know, a lot of townhouses are in that 330 range, and this payment might be less than some of those townhouses, depending on all the fees and all that too. So price point on this, definitely a huge win.
Yeah.
Love number 2 for me is going to be honestly the use of space. And I know I talked about this area and the dining room, but again, 1,500 square feet is not that big at all. And the fact that they were able to get, especially when it's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, really good sized primary bedroom and bathroom. Honestly, don't you think a good sized kitchen too?
Yeah, and it's for the most part very open floor plan. Obviously, you have the dining area is a little weird, but the kitchen and the living area, you know, is very open. If you're in the kitchen, you can kind of see the TV. Everyone can be together in this living space.
Yeah, definitely. And love number 3.
You want my opinion?
Yeah.
Is that master bedroom.
Good point.
For the size house and the price point, you're still getting a master suite.
Yes.
You know, this is a big bedroom.
It really is a big bedroom. And like, it's almost like a dislike too, because like with how small this house is, like they honestly could have shrunk this up a little bit and given other space to other places. But for me personally, I do actually like having a little bit more room in the primary bedroom because just, you know, getting up and getting ready and having your own space to get away from, and combining that with the huge closet and bathroom, really. It's really, really nice. So, guys, that's it. That is the tour of the Alex. And again, we are here at Deerbrook and Land O'Lakes. But the Alex floor plan, you know, it's in tons of surrounding communities. It's definitely in Murata. It's probably in Westgate. I know they're closing out there, but they might have some left there. Tons and tons of different options. If you like this floor plan, make sure to give me a call. It's super important with new construction. Don't go to the home site without your agent. Give me a call first. Or don't go to the model home, without your agent. Give me a call first. Guys, that's it. That's the video. So again, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to tune in. We're going to be touring a lot of these floor plans by D.R. Horton. Specifically, again, right now we're in Deerbrook, but we're also going to go over to Murata next. Check them all out. There's so many different floor plans that D.R. Horton does, and they are truly one of my favorite builders. Also, leave in the comments below. Let me know which builder in the Wesley Chapel, Land O'Lakes area you want me to go visit next, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
See ya.